My name is Nadia Vidmar. I'm 15 years old from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I have 5 minutes to tell you what global issue I am most passionate about solving. When I first saw what the EF Challenge was about, I knew I had to talk about climate change and worldwide contamination. Did you know this past decade has been the warmest in recorded history? Our entire ecosystem is at risk because of us. Earth's climate has changed throughout history. Most of these life changes are caused by small variations in the Earth's orbit. But 97% of climate scientists agree that this new tendency is not caused by that, but rather very likely because of human activities. That means you and me. From pollution to overpopulation are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally changing the world around us. The main reason is the greenhouse effect. Gases in the atmosphere like carbon dioxide and methane let sunlight in, but also keep some of that heat from escaping, just like the glass walls of a greenhouse. The more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the more heat gets trapped, increasing the Earth's temperature and straightening the greenhouse effect. Human activities like the burning of fossil fuels contribute to the creation of black carbon and have increased the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere by more than a third since the Industrial Revolution. This rapid increase has warmed the planet at an alarming rate, causing several problems. Ice caps are melting. Because of this, sea levels are rising, and the very survival of island nations are being threatened due to coastal floods. Warmer temperatures also make weather more extreme. There are more frequent droughts, deadly wildfires, hurricanes, and climate-influenced migration and hunger are regular occurrences in many parts of the world. It affects animals and people's physical health. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog, which can cause health problems such as asthma and lung cancer. As if that wasn't enough damage for our planet, forestry and agriculture are responsible for 24% of greenhouse gas emissions, making deforestation a significant contributor to climate change. Still, there is good news to be had. A mounting global movement of the younger generation and tomorrow's leaders, impatient for change, is pushing climate protection into global consciousness like never before. Public opinion is shifting, and leadership is growing in cities and boardrooms alike. We need to make a change. Humans must act now, and everyone can contribute. It's not only about renewable energy sources, but the slightest help can make a difference. Young activist Greta Thunberg tells leaders, "We show that we are united and that we, young people, are unstoppable. I want you to act as the house is on fire, because it is." Children are skipping school to protest on the lack of action on the climate crisis, when world leaders are just creating problems for the future generations but not doing enough about climate change. Greta quoted, "Why should I be studying for the future that soon may be no more, when no one is doing anything to save that future?" The biggest fear is not inaction. It's not the biggest danger. The real danger is when politicians and CEOs are making it look like the real action is happening, when in fact, almost nothing is being done. Meanwhile, all we have left to do is act. Try to recycle, try to reuse things, because if we don't do anything about it, then no one is. I have done lots of recycled projects at school since I was young, from water bottle sofas to recycled paper and a recycling fair, and it's amazing how many people are willing to help. Climate change is real. We do not have time to sit on our hands and watch our planet burn. So, if we don't solve this problem now, then we won't have time to solve it later. As scientist and activist Dr. Gödel said, "What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make." Thank you for your time.